we got here? 88 moderate.
Yeah, I've only been in the sim a couple of times, but that track temperature of 86 to 88 has been pretty consistent.
You know, the other thing, freaking iRacing, it seems like they give us fog every week, but every time we race in the UK, it's nice and sunny. It makes no sense.
Maybe somebody's got a low key tourism advertisement going for the UK.
Jesus.
All right, how are we doing on time? 5 minutes before the session. Okay.
Yeah, it just dropped down to 8. All right, who just bailed?
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the line.
Yep, Audrey's bailed. Audrey's bailed. I need to talk to Mick. Oh, no, somebody else just bailed. Now it's down to 7. What the fuck, people?
Too close for comfort. Do you think that's proof that Audrius is worth 2 racing drivers?
Yeah. Damn it, Mick. I gotta talk to him about that.
Did he announce his non-participation?
Did he announce? Yeah, he announced it in the Discord.
Official, right?
I'm sorry, what was that, Kevin?
It's 8 to go official, right?
No,
Or is it
6.
5 registered.
We need 6 to go official.
Wrong on both accounts. Hey, we're there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good group of people. I think we're good.
Just
Sorry to see a couple bail. Actually, the two best guys bailed, so the rest of us have a shot at a win here.
Huh.
And you got a shot at a win here.
Don't tell me that, John.
Well, it's all part of my grand strategy.
Exactly. Shut up.
Left side. Clear left.
That 12.8's about as fast as I've run. There's my... No, I did a 12.5. But you got to do 29 of them.
All in a row.
Yeah, that's the problem. Curious to see how many we get tomorrow.
Yeah, it's too bad. I like the track. It's not like Willow, that long right-hander, although this one's a lot more of a workout. It's a lot bumpier.
Yeah, that right-hander's. If you get it right and the guy in front of you doesn't, you've got a golden opportunity to pass him going into the chicane. I expect mayhem in that right-hander. It's really hard to get that right.
It is. Well,
You
and
gotta really. Go ahead.
I had a little bit of PTSD when I saw the layout for the first time and drove it, because remember how I got to that podium at Willow Springs?
Oh, joking, right? I don't even remember yesterday.
I took you out in the long right-hander by getting it wrong and being slow, and you didn't have anywhere to go.
No, shit. I don't even remember what I did yesterday.
Flashbacks. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that corner is going to be an adventure. All right. Now, the good news is I didn't, normally on these new track weeks, I like to do some practice during the week. I didn't get a chance to do it because I was out. Hell, get a race in tonight, and I'm right there with everybody else in the series.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. I don't think. Yeah, Gary, me, Ben, you.
You're all clear. Stay
Ben
behind the line.
is just driving the track for the first time now.
Yep.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
I did go back and look. It was while I was out, but we did race here in season 24 or 24 season 2.
We did?
Yeah.
Wow.
There was I wasn't around, but I saw some where did I see it? Oh, I was probably on Garage 61. I saw Toppy set a time 24 season 2 or something like that.
Yeah, but I think what happens when the track gets released, guys just buy it and go test it.
I know.
I don't know if we actually raced here.
Oh, okay.
Get out.
Hey guys, thanks for showing up.
Yeah, cheers.
Seemed like an easy track to get reacquainted with the car on.
Perfect.
It's a fun circuit. First time I've ever seen it.
Yeah, still learning it. It doesn't have any corners, but it's tricky.
All right, let's see if we can just get a time in.
Exactly. Quality's going to be interesting. I don't know how aggressive to be on cold tires on that long right-hander.
Yeah, because the tires are never going to warm up. All right, going in.
All right, Glenn. We've got 2 laps to set a decent time. Track temperature is increasing. It's now 84 Fahrenheit. That's pole. That's the end of the session. Pole position. Well done, mate.
Gary. All right.
All right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not surprising.
Kevin, I'm running 8.5 gallons. It's probably a half a gallon too much. 8.5 will definitely get you there.
Okay, we're at Thruxton in the UK, 82-degree track temperature. Let's go. 29, right, John? Yeah, 29 laps.
29 laps. Me too. Okay, Glenn. Our pace puts us in the mid-pack here. We're expecting you to finish in the top 3. Car number 5.
Race
The
set,
track
John.
temp is 82 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
The air temp is 66.
So worried about giving the guy a fuel number that I almost...
Standing start now. Heads up, we're going green. Go.
Neutral.
No pressure, Glenn.
I hear you, John. Even when you're not saying it, I hear you.
Okay, Glenn, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. You're now in the lead. The gap to Olsen behind is increasing. It's now 1.0 seconds. The gap to Olsen behind is increasing. It's now 1.9.
Watch that grass.
You too.
Better yet, think about that grass.
Be careful of the slowdowns here.
You're leading. B2 is gaining on you. The gap is now 1.5 seconds. The gap behind is now 1.9. The gap to Olsen behind is now 2.2.
Oh, Gary's coming.
Somebody back there setting some laps.
That'll slow him down.
At least it'll be a good fight.
The gap to Olsen behind is now 2.6 seconds.
Jeez, Gary's already around him.
Oh, actually, have done, Gary. I've got no idea around here.
I expected more from Ben.
The gap behind is now 2.7. Okay, Glenn, that's good consistency. Keep it up. The gap to E2 behind is increasing. It's now 3.2.
Daniel Drum on YouTube says go Glenn.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks for hanging out.
The gap to Olsen behind is now 3.2 seconds.
That's right, you just keep paying attention to that stream of yours.
Dan is one of my oldest internet friends from my very first online flight sim.
Oh,
I think I've probably known Dan 35 years.
really?
The track temp's increasing. It's now 84 Fahrenheit. The gap to Olsen behind is now 3.7 seconds. behind is now 3.8. The track temperature's rising. It's now 86 Fahrenheit. The gap behind is now 4.4. The gap to P2 behind is increasing. It's now 5.0. The gap to Olsen behind is increasing. It's now 4.9 seconds. The gap to Olsen behind is now 5.0. gap to Olsen behind is now 5.4 seconds. The gap to Olsen behind is increasing. It's now 5.4 seconds. Okay, Glenn, halfway home. Fuel's good.
Epic driving.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 84 Fahrenheit. The gap to P2 behind is now 7.5. The gap to Olsen behind is now 7.6.
Still up there, Becker?
I fell asleep.
Not me.
I'm really proud of myself. I haven't looked at the relative or the F3 or anything once. I've just been letting Jim call the gaps. Psychological win. Keep making that car wide back there for Gary.
Oh, I'm doing that.
The gap behind is now 7.6 seconds.
He's not going to be happy with me when this one's over. Just about blew the chicane.
The gap behind is now 7.3 seconds. The gap to Olsen behind is now 7.5. The gap to Olsen behind is now 7.9 seconds.
I have to admit, John, in this race right now,
7.9.
I definitely love you more than Gary.
Yeah, I bet. Problem is, I'm letting Ben back in too. Gary is not going to be pleased with me when this one's
Gap to
over.
Olsen behind is now 7.4.
Oh, Gary just hit me.
The gap to P2 behind is now 8.5 seconds. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 86 Fahrenheit. The gap to P2 behind is now 8.3 seconds. The gap to P2 behind is now 8.6 seconds.
Finally hit that apex.
The gap behind is now 8.8 seconds. gap to P2 behind is now 9.2 seconds.
2 laps in a row.
The gap to P2 behind is increasing. It's now 9.2.
Don't go too wide in the chicane, Gary.
Oh, you meant TWO. I get it now.
Incident in turn 6. We think it might be Gary.
Bad luck, Gary.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 88 Fahrenheit. There's an incident in turn 6. It looks like it's caving. The gap to Olsen behind is increasing. It's now 10 seconds. Okay, Glenn, the next car is 1 lap behind. The gap to Olsen behind is increasing. It's now 11 seconds. The gap to P2 behind is increasing. It's now 12 seconds. The gap to Olsen behind is increasing. It's now 12 seconds. Come on, Glenn. 2 to go. Stay focused. We can win this. One gallon remaining. Last lap. Keep your shit together. You're not home yet. The gap to Olsen behind is now 11 seconds. Half a gallon remaining.
All right, I'll take that.
That's a win. Great job. Well done. That's the end
Jeez,
of the
you
session.
didn't fuck it up.
I did not. To everyone's great surprise.
Robin Hood on YouTube says _plus_ very nice. Great drive.
Gary's not going to be pleased.
Thanks, Steve. Missed you. What happened to him when he went off?
We touched. I don't know if it was my fault, if it was his fault, if it was one of those things, but we touched and he just went around.
Oh.
He didn't really touch me very hard. Go back and look at it.
Mick Claridge on YouTube says nice one, Glenn.
Thanks, Mick. Hope you're feeling better.
Mick Claridge on YouTube says tell John it was his fault. Smiley face. Daniel Drum on YouTube says nice win, Romer. Have a good Easter weekend.
Thanks, Dan. You too.
Limiter.
Thanks for coming and hanging out. Good to see you. John, Mick says it was definitely your fault with a big smiley face.
But Gary was in the fucking grass and then he drove into me. Yeah, that was Gary. Or netcode. There could have been some weird netcode in there too. All right. Well, good fun. Glenn,
Yep.
congrats. Good win. Yep,
Thanks, John.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I'll be racing. I'm not sure yet, but
Oh.
hope so. All
God,
right.
I hope somebody's racing tomorrow. All right. Have a good night, Glenn.
See ya. All right. Yeah, that was good. I'll take it. No mistakes. Sometimes it's the little things like no mistakes. Where did we end up? John and then Ben. I guess Gary dropped back. What lap that was? Lap 11 here. '17, 18. Still behind John. All right, where's Ben? All right, let's look at it from Ben's perspective first. Yeah, I'm sure. Definitely, Gary didn't mean to be over there, but more on him than John, I think, at this point. Yeah, even if Gary was braking, and I'm sure he was, he'd had no traction there. All right, let's go back and look at the start. I know that Gary had a box of neutrals at the start, which definitely worked out well for me, of course.
Mick Claridge on YouTube says Gary was on fire. On power even when he was on the grass. Smiley face.
He is fast. Oh, took him a long time to get it back in gear, too. That's painful. That's bad luck, Gary. My line was a lot wider than John's into this one. I think mine was better at that moment. Cold tires, who knows if that was his normal line. Ah. Well, let's see. I need a thumbnail, so I definitely saved the race, but probably not. Something at the start will probably work out when we're all together.
Robin Hood on YouTube says my kind of attitude. Giving it an extra tap when you're already over Tay edge.
Yeah, Gary, I'll take a look at the results when we jump out of the sim, but Gary definitely had the fastest lap. Am I looking at the race results? Yeah. All right, that was fun. I'm definitely not going to look that gift horse in the mouth. Small crowd, relatively new track. John had a little bit of time, but I had some pace on him. Ben probably had just seen the track for the first time. And Gary definitely had pace on all of us, and just bad luck at the start. All right. Gain, safety, and driver. Pretty big gain. 93 points. And let's see. How many champ points did I get? 162. I think that, I'll probably have to look at the database, but I think that is my largest points haul ever. If I remember right, the one I won at Alton Park, I don't know, it seems like 2 years ago now, with, I think, Anti Lapisto or one of the Antis, 6,000 rating driver. I think that topped out at about 155, something like that. So I'll look it up, but that's nice. Let's see. So Gary did have the fastest lap, but I'm surprised that I was only a tenth behind him, tenth and a half. It makes me feel good. That was his lap 9, and I did lap 16. Yeah. I forget my face is in the way of the bottom right-hand corner of the results there when there's not enough for me to scroll all the way up.
Robin Hood on YouTube says great soft for a 7-car grid.
Yeah, no doubt. Kevin boosted it up there. What is he? 3,700. Gary's 47. Ben's 4,000. Yeah. Yeah, that benefited me. The balance benefited me a lot there. How did we do on lap times? So John put a 12.5. Ben, 12.3. Not surprising. I'm going to guess that's later. And that's almost 3/4 of the way through the race, 2/3. Ben just doesn't have enough time to practice all the time, so he learns literally during the race. Michael 13.7, Andres 13.4, and Kevin. Not sure what happened to Kevin. He disconnected 5 laps before the end. He had a 1:12.9. Okay. All right. I think that's everything I'll take a look at. I've got to take a look at the time. In fact, I should take a look at the flight status. Picking Emily up the airport in 35 minutes. Perfect. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.